Okay, so here we're looking at this question. So the question that I have here is to solve the simultaneous equation by elimination method. So we have 3x plus y is equal to 8 and 4x minus 3 is equal to 2. All right. So the first equation that I have here is, so let's put our solution here. The first equation that I have here is 3x plus y is equal to 8. And then the second equation is 4x minus 3y is equal to 2. So I would name this my equation 1. All right, I would name this equation 1, and then I would name this equation 2. All right, so this is my equation 1, this is my equation 2. All right, so we're asked to solve by elimination method. So by elimination method, we'll have to eliminate the first entity, all right, which is 3x and 4x. And how do we eliminate this? We'll eliminate this by multiplying equation 1 by 4. And this 4 is from this second equation, all right? And then we'll multiply this equation 2 by 3. And this 3 is from this first equation, all right? So you multiply equation 1 by 4, you multiply equation 1 by 3. Again, you multiply equation 1 by 4. That 4 is from the coefficient of this x, which is this 4. And then equation 2, you multiply it by 3. And that 3 is from the coefficient of this x, which is this 3. Alright? So, having done that, the next thing that we're going to do now is to multiply. Alright? So, 4 times 3x. 4 times 3x will give us what? That will be 12x plus 4 times y. 4 times y will give us what? 4y equal to 4 times 8 will give us what? 32. Alright? So, with that, we're done with this equation 1. And then we'll move to equation 2. 3 times 4x. 3 times 4x will give us what? 12x. Alright? 3 times minus 3y will give us what? Minus 9y equal to 3 times 2 will give us what? 6. So the reason why we are doing this multiplication like this is so that this x and this x here can be the same, so that we can eliminate it. Alright? So having done this, this will now be my equation. This will be my equation 3. And this will now be my equation what? Equation 4. So the next thing I'm going to do is to remove this equation 4 from this equation 3, is to subtract it. Alright, so I will now put a minus sign here. Alright, so 12x minus 12x will give me 0. So that one is out. Alright, that is why it is called elimination method. We are removing one entity. Alright, then 4y minus 9y. Remember that this minus sign is affecting everything in the equation. So 4y minus 9y will be what? 4y minus 9y will be what? That's what we have here. 4y minus 9y. So you should know that minus times minus will give you what? Plus. So this will be 4y plus 9y. And 4y plus 9y will give us what? 13y. So 4y minus 9y will give us what? 13y equal to 32 minus 6. 32 minus 6 will give us what? 26. Alright? So having done this, the next thing that I'm going to do is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of this y. Alright? Is to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of this y, so that I can get my y. So this will be divided by 13. The coefficient of y is that number that is attached to y, which is 13. So this will be divided by 13, divided by what? 13. So that this 13 will cancel out this 13, and that will make my y to stand alone. So my y will be equal to 26 divided by 13. 26 divided by 13 will give me what? Will give me 2. So this is the value of my y. Alright, it's quite easy and straightforward. Alright, so in the next video we are going to look at how we are going to get the value for our what? X.